Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Smith, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Safe.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Check, 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 check.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, box truck.
Check, 59.
Darnold from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51 front. Yeah. You don't want none.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
I'm here all day. Mike 22, Mike 22. These traps. Let's go.
On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check it back. Watch the shit.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Slam. Check nickel. Check 24. Slam. Let's go. Come on. Rush in. Hey, he's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Fresno. Check 99. Quick the edge. Go. No. Off.
Smith slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Watch the safety creep.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Calm the pressure. Let's go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Watch twist. Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check out. Watch the eye. Watch twist.
A first down carry for Smith.
Let's go.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Rams, 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's set a tone. Hey. Flare. Check three. That's the what?
On 3rd down, Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They'll run on 1st down. Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14th. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You better bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check it. Go. Switch. Go. When the rep, let's go right here. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Squeeze. 52. Check 4. Hey, switch gears. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now Murray off play action, sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. The catch is made by Dillon Mitchell. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Check, 59, 59. Watch the slant. 59. I got him.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check, 59. Oh, here we go. Ready. 5. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. On the army. Ready. Mike 5'9. Ready. Hey, wahoo. Check, 59. Big stop.
Darnold on third down. He's got Evans. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot. Lady.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Got you, boy. Hey, lady. Look 3. Hey, check 24. 120. X3. 218. Jump. Hey, lady. 31. Check 31. Chance. Lady. Check. Lucky. Deuce.
To Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Check the coaching still. Lady. Watch out. Ready.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Murray, he sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. On first down, Smith. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Drop deep, drop deep.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Tackles.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He's got Smith here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray going to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space. Not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
We got to get this stop here, D. Back. Hey, look. Zoom.
On second down, here's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
51, 951. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. So Mike 51. Mike 51.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First down, Murray. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
22's coming, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Murray. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Murray now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Murray to air it out again. That's complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We want it. Come to my world. Mike 22, Mike 22.
On 4th down, Murray. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. To throw is Murray. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Murray now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Come on, baby.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Mike 22, Mike 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
25, check 25.
Mike 22, he's coming. Yeah. Here I come. Ball try. Mike 22. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 4th down, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. After the interception, here's Darnold. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Rams, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis,